And I went to Washington a bunch of times, and the culture of hospitality has broken down in Washington. 40% of congressmen sleep in their offices. They don't have apartments. Their family isn't there with them. They don't have social occasions with their fellow Democrats or Republicans, much less across the table. And I tried to have some meetings in Washington that were bilateral a couple of times, get young Republican congressmen and Democrats together to talk. And as soon as they talk, they think, oh, it was so interesting because one of the lunches, there was about 15 people, half Democrats and half Republicans. And all I'd asked them to do was just spend 3 minutes talking about why you decided to become a congressman, which is not a job I would take, by the way. You spend 25 hours a week fundraising on the telephone. Your family isn't there with you. You have to run for re-election every 2 years. You're beholden to the party apparatus, right? You're vilified constantly. This is not, people think, well, this is a job for the privileged. It's like, yeah, you go and run for Congress and find out how much fun it is and put your family on the line and then have to beg for your job every 2 years while your enemies, the worst of your enemies and the worst of your friends are viciously henpecking you. And so anyways, we had them all sit around a table and said, okay, just say why you ran for Congress. It was so cool, especially for a Canadian, because you Americans, you're so bloody theatrical. It's something to watch. It was like Mr. Smith goes to Washington for every one of them. It's like, well, this country has given us so much. Our families have been we've benefited so much from our time here. We think this is a wonderful country. We really felt that we should give back. Then the next one would talk, and it was like exactly the same story. And then it didn't matter if they were Republican or Democrat. You couldn't tell the difference. No one could. And was it genuine? It's like, well, are you genuine? You think these people are worse than you? First of all, they're not. Second of all, they're probably better, all things considered. It's not that easy to become a congressman. And I'm sure there's some bad apples in the bunch, but by and large, you walk away from your meetings with these people and you think, pretty impressive.
They really are giving a part of themselves in the name of service. Maybe over time, they become cynical and become jaded and worn down by the whole system. But I think a lot of it...
Could you imagine that?
...is healed, I think. And I don't think I'm in part naive, but not fully, that a lot of it is healed through the power of conversation, just basic social interaction.